These are the moments, Salty.
Stack, let's actually try to create something more dynamic. So what I mean by that, I'm going to get rid of all of this.
Hey now,
And if I
don't
wanted
put
to do
rookies.
VStack, and I wanted to just combine this and this other table, I might want to do this in a way that if I add more lines to this.
Let me stop you right there, Mouse of Doom. So a lot of this stuff you wind up walking yourself right into. It's your normal kill agent, your foundation meetings for what is it? Starts more Moses or more Mentium. SCP there 001 site 13, the first 13 sites ever. And so you'll get into a lot of that stuff, why it's real super kill agent and the Foundation finally got into it during the Civil War. Be like, hey, you guys, you know, you gotta quit and, knock it around. But these guys are really good and fast, obviously, so you can, as long as you're doing these kind of data tables, that's awesome. And that's kind of right where I'm still into it. It was like 2 or 3 days I've been at it now, realistically. Oh, I got the goodies. I'm running them right now. I'm kind of just doing some testing with flattening and those H whatever this is. What is he calling it? H and V whatever V stacks. So flattening and V stacks, and I'm trying to run some repetitions. And again, I think I glitched it with the data set with this early one. It did not work. I kind of had some problems. So I'm going about it, and I ran into flattening and VStack and stuff like that. So it seems right. It just seems like it's going down the right direction. I'm asking the right questions. Let's get out of here. That's an important thing to have a data, maybe not the data set, but your prep station set ready to go, because you'll run into a lot of these problems like you wrote down a new notebook journal, or you're not quite in this guy's variance of doing it, because a lot of them do it live action with teachers or in some office or something. It's like, well, how do you go do that? How do you get that URL? A lot of that's the core, and it's these two things right here. It's those initial bases of figuring it out and making it all pretty and doing all that stuff and making sure that it's the if blank or if is blank statements, and how to do those integrals into the page there. So whether it be the algorithm, or I'm trying to move this on another piece of equipment, and of course your data, your array tables, those these tests. Well, not those tests. Where did my array tables go? What I did with them now? The ones I was doing before. What were they? I've been running pretty hard. What were those things? I can't even remember what they were. Yeah, it was my hello world bit that I was doing. Sorry about the glitch right there. But anything else I wanted to really show you inside here? Yeah, little guys like these. That's where I've been kind of at today, making sure I dust those off, get them real quick and fast, make sure I understand where they are. Even though I glitch like that, I know what I'm looking for, and I'll go about checking that out later if I need to, or whatever. See how I got the code or something. Anything else? The light bulb, Apple, whiz bangs. It was either a whiz bang or a millberry bush when I was doing the cost of certain base systems, because those become those base data tables again. And when you start to compile all that data in multiple forms like that, because here they're not really directly connected, but again you'll have subvariances of it, and when they all add together in the CPI. Do I want to get on this one? for when you're getting up in the morning and running out your Zeno paradox, your just general day, because you'll be a little spin direction probability forward or back on whatever this is consistently. A lot like trees, a lot like plants. You may not notice you're doing it. It subtly bends time a little bit, but uh, more like the moon and satellite stuff for home and transfer, which I've been poking around for data, trying to dig out the data. I've been trying to get it. Something where I can glitch the URL off the internet and really get a good data table where I don't have to hack, steal it off of something, and then work with the information. That way it's live dependent information so I can keep the charts going. Even if I had a good demonstration piece for getting a data table like that, like one of these little ones, I'd be really happy about that. So I'll be on the hunt for that one of those really clean ones. Um, yeah, and that's the hunt right now. I'm finishing off that thing right there, and I'm trying to get those, maybe not in those forms because again they still need work, but as they compile as forms, I'm going to be doing what he was doing with it's law of the quantum law of the universe. You get older and particle slit experiments stack up on you because you were keeping notes. I mean, otherwise it didn't happen. And again, you didn't input it. You didn't do it in your hand manuals. You didn't keep times and dates so you can duplicate them in two superpositions, up and anti-up. And that's hard to determine which one those are. And they have 3 parts. So when you're trying to flatten it out, it gives you all kinds of problems. So you need the Z-stack. And all right, well, I'm getting there.